I'm just gonna start this without even thinking about any of this stuff because I have notes. But I think this time I'm just gonna sit here and look at the screen for 10 minutes. Since you told me, I pretty much implied I'm talking too much. But no, I try to talk in class more, but my voice is always gone in the morning. I don't know why. Plus, I've just kind of became your guy that looks things up for you, I guess. I don't really know why, but I think you're overestimating my speed. It's just that nobody else looks things up. I'm like the only one that does it. Okay, here we go. Tech and Society. Chapter 10, Tuesday. Talked about biotechnology. So I did take that class my senior year of high school. It was certain things we did were interesting, but I don't know. I'm not a big science guy, so I wasn't a huge fan. I mean, I just talked about diseases and stuff like that, and did a bunch of experiments. It was whatever. Carrots used to be white. I think I knew that. Selective breeding. I remember. So you were talking about the red hair and blue eyes combination. You were right, it is the most rare. It's about 0.17% of people have that. Around 17% of people have blue eyes, and when combined with 1 to 2% having red hair, the odds of having both traits are around 0.17%. So yeah. What else do I have open here? So the reason, and we talked about this a lot in my biotechnology class, so the Belgian blue cows, the reason, I mean, I'm sure you know this, but the reason they have so much muscle is because they're missing the protein myostatin. So, and that essentially limits muscle growth. So, yeah, it has a natural mutation in the myostatin gene, which codes for the protein myostatin. Myo meaning muscle, statin meaning stop. So their muscles just continue to grow. So it'd be nice if I could get rid of the myostatin gene. Not really, because that would probably be pretty insane. Turn into the Hulk or something. Myostatin is found almost exclusively in muscles used for movement, or skeletal muscles, where it is active both before and after birth. This protein normally limits muscle growth, ensuring that muscles do not grow too large. Okay, so I brought up the playing God thing. We were talking about should we eradicate Down syndrome. I was just kind of sitting there thinking about it. I think I mentioned this too, but I had this written down. You could argue that because, okay, let me reword it because I didn't. I need to think about it. So I guess there's two ways you can look at it. No, we should not do any of that stuff because you're playing God, and I think you could look at it this way. Everybody has God has a plan for everybody. And I mean, obviously, it's not fair if his plan for somebody is to give them Down syndrome, but I think it plays a bigger role than that. I think maybe someone is, let's say somebody's a mean person and they make friends with a kid with Down syndrome, and it kind of opens their eyes and they change. Or the parents, think about the parents of kids with Down syndrome. It could make them stronger people, or make them want to help others with similar things. You know what I'm trying to get at, you know what I mean? Or this is the other one I was thinking about. You could look at it as God placed the ideas in our mind to be able to maybe eradicate Down syndrome. So like, everything starts as an idea, and the fact that we now have the technology to, I don't know if we have it already, that we could eradicate Down syndrome. Probably not, because I feel like we would have already done that. But the fact that we're coming close to that, I mean, that's God working in people's brains. He gives us the ideas. So maybe that's in his plan, to eventually have us eradicate all kinds of things. But I don't know. You could go pretty deep into that stuff. GMOs are not bad. People don't realize what they even are, which I don't. If I'm being honest, I really don't remember. I just remember talking about them a lot in biotech, and they weren't a bad thing. Okay, so then Thursday, all I have written down is the Belgian blues, myostatin, glowing pigs, featherless chickens. So obviously, those are all just examples of our ability to mess with genes and stuff. But yeah, that's all I have.